One. Hello everyone, and welcome to Fire Emblem 6 SS Rank. We're in Chapter 12X. We're going to be cave dwelling, and we'll be doing this with someone who is notorious for narrowly navigating nebulous near-negative outcomes. Altissimo, how's it going?
Never better.
Alright, all good.
Uh,
That's a squad. Holy, that's a
yeah,
squad.
speaking of nebulously navigating nebulous outcomes or whatever it was you said, this is definitely a squad that's going to show that off.
There are. I mean, I was gonna say you don't there's access in this chapter, but you did bring 2 thieves, so fool me,
And an
I
axe
guess.
reaver.
Yeah, true. Okay, that actually made his hit rate much better than I thought it'd be. 84 on bars. What Wendy doubling? What's going on here? What the heck? Who have
Weird.
you? What have you done with the units that I know and love? Silver lands on boards and he can't use it. It's just sitting there. His inventory. I feel like that is foreshadowing of a very unsubtle kind. I feel like my boy might be a B.5 lances or something like that.
This is one hell of a chapter.
Uh-huh.
People requested the Armor Knight Triangle attack, and I didn't want to bring Boris to Chapter 8 because I was going to have such a difficult time ferrying him around with all my calves. Or I'd have to replace a cab or something. So I'm like, I need to find another chapter where I can afford to bring all 3. And somehow this was like the best I could come up with.
The chapter with
seems like it'd be great.
The chapter with 7 non-Roy deployment slots, where you want like thieves and healer, and then like I don't know, people with swords that are competent at fighting. Like this is like Fear's best chapter in the game, basically after being trained.
Yeah, it is. So I don't know. This was like the best I could come up with. In retrospect, there are probably actually like having played later chapters. I think some of those would have actually worked okay. But this is what I decided to do.
Well,
and it works out. One other thing is that there's tons of thieves in this chapter, and there's tons of chests. I mean, I had already set myself the goal of trying to get all the treasure.
yeah.
But I had specifically said I don't need to bother with like stealable vulneraries or anything. But I decided on this chapter in particular to go for them, because I felt like that was part of the challenge of the chapter.
Hence the double thief. I see. I thought you were about to give yourself an excuse to go for less treasure, not more. I should have.
Oh no! Are you kidding me?
I should have been more familiar.
If I can make it harder on myself, what do you think I'm gonna do?
Fair enough. Fair enough. Oh, yeah, Wendy needs to actually, of course. Okay, alright, I see what's going on. That archer's dead. That archer's so dead. Alright. Alright, get wrecked. Yo.
I had also wanted to set it up so that each of the 3 knights separately initiates the triangle attack, so I can get all 3 dialogues for it.
Yeah.
Not that that's much of a challenge or anything, and it really kind of ends up with the same outcome, but...
I need one of each in one turn, actually. That is required. It's not legit.
Okay, I don't know about that.
Alright.
You can't... It doesn't... Well, no, you can't do that. What I was thinking of is that I think if they double, the second hit isn't a triangle hit.
I think so, too, yes. It just guarantees 1 crit. 1 hit, 1 crit. That's all you get. Yeah. I mean, if you double, that's like...
1 crit, 1
for Armor Knight, that doesn't really matter when you think about it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So first theft,
yeah.
lockpick, so that thief can't bother us anymore. We are still going to kill him, but he's not going to be annoying us at the treasure chest anymore.
Yeah. A funny life hack I discovered for this chapter is that, yeah, the thieves will take treasure, but then they'll try to flee towards the bottom left, so you can just kind of wait for them to come up there and then steal their shit and kill them if you have trouble keeping up with them. Which made this chapter a lot less of a headache, because getting the chests in the middle is just so difficult.
I've also heard from, I think it's Melth's run, that so once the thief has a full inventory, that's when they try to flee.
Yeah.
And if you steal something from them, they still act like they have a full inventory.
Oh, that makes sense, because it's like a flag switch, basically, right?
I think so. Hopefully I'm not misremembering what he said about it. Someone in the comments might be able to correct me if I am.
Spreading misinformation at some age. Nah, that sounds reasonable, but I mean, there's a lot of things about Fire Emblem that sound reasonable that are not true and vice versa, so we'll see. Yeah. We'll see what the comments say.
I mean, I can check that myself at some point as well. And
nice.
So I think he did a whole bunch of manipulation where he would like strategically choose when to steal stuff from thieves so as to avoid them getting a full inventory or let them get a full inventory or something, and it's actually, his version was a lot cleaner than mine.
Let's go! Triangle attack! I love how the map animation even has them all 3 like bump into them at the same time. It looks so funny.
Yeah, it's nice.
Little robot wars.
Level 15 Wendy.
Yep.
Still shit.
Same as level as Fear, roughly, I think, who
Yes,
grinded super hard last chapter. I don't know how that happened.
There, but
yes.
It's not great.
Eventually, we are getting there. You also feel that, like, your worst two thieves, like, I think Astolfo is, like, the most broad character to this map besides Roy, basically. And you brought...
It's easier to train him, and that's kind of the thinking there.
Yes.
He's also higher level. Well, maybe not the Chad, but definitely higher level than the Cath.
Oh, for sure. It's hard not to be higher level than Cath. Isn't that Merm like the Killing Edge Merm or something? I remember him being really annoying. I remember generally this chapter's enemies are just kind of annoying. They're unpromoted, but they're pretty annoying. They just kind of dodge you, or like throw a hand axe at a sword user and don't die, or dodge you, or...
Yeah, there's a lot of hand axes.
Or the thieves.
It's an annoying map no matter what you do, and I've made it more annoying. Also, Saul gained speed, so now he's at 20 speed.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh god, Roy. How is this? Oh, no, he didn't Oko chat. What the heck? I guess he couldn't reach Roy because he's one range. I was like, why were you going for chat over Roy, who is at 1 HP and has like the biggest target on his back even at 4 HP?
He might have had one range.
Yeah. Gotta be. God, the armor knights take so much damage from a freaking brigands. They're so fragile. What the heck? They're like dying.
So bad at being defensive in this game.
I mean, they do have a lot of attack, but oh my god. Get good. Faster. Get good faster.
Seriously. Like, Wendy's at 15. The others I've done my best to get them as high level as I can feasibly manage. It's still just not good.
And like... well, I think that's what also...
This is a long of a chapter.
Yeah, what also makes the chapter annoying is the poison vents. I think there's a significant difference between the ones here and like an FE7's like Hector-only chapter. Because those ones will just... If there's someone in front of them, they will just poison them. Done.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Whereas these ones, they will fire off at certain turns, and if you're there when they're like, if someone is in front of them and they're not scheduled to go off, basically, then it's not going to happen. So you don't always get poisoned if you're in front of a poison vent, which I imagine is like a big difference maker for your armor knights because they need every point of HP they can get.
Yeah, that's so because of that, managing it is a little bit easier.
Alright, always like, I'm at 1 HP, but I don't care. I was gonna die anyway. I always die to everything.
This is my last stand here in a stupid cave.
Yeah. Fuck this shit. I'm stuck here with 2 thieves and 2 bishops. I have nothing to lose. Well, a bishop and a cleric. In Ellen.
Yeah.
Who brought the freaking torch staff to light up a little bit right near a thief.
Yep.
Completely uselessly.
Really, just for extra EXP.
Yeah, it's worth it. It's sad it doesn't give extra staff XP in this game, because that would be good fix for Ellen, who really has issues with staff rank. But at least the XP is free, and Saul is not too bothered about it anymore because he's just using light rank instead now.
Yeah. He doesn't care about staff rank, but he does obviously still need to act as a healer for this group. Every now and then.
Yeah, very fortunate in this game that you can just use the staff and still keep your light tome equipped when you're doing that. This is different in...
that's not the case in some of the others, right?
Yeah, in Radiant Dawn, if you will keep your staff equipped, and in that game you can attack with staves while on an enemy phase, so you can just like bonk someone on the head with one. It doesn't do a whole lot of damage, but this is very funny. But it is definitely worse than using a tome.
I'm sure.
One of the many ways that they nerfed mages in Tethalia's games. Oh, strength on Cath, let's go. Strength and speed.
Nice. We're getting somewhere.
We're getting...
Not really anywhere useful, but we're getting there.
We're going to at least one place. A new plateau has been reached. It's a low plateau. Oh my god, these exchanges are so painful to watch. No one's doing anything.
It's not a great
They're just suffering.
chapter in that regard. I'm proud of how I played this, like generally speaking, but that doesn't mean it's actually like it doesn't make it not a slog.
Generally speaking, more like armor knightly speaking. Oh my god.
Ha ha ha.
Okay, at least it's satisfying to see Cath get the bonus experience from being a thief whenever she does get a kill on the rare occasion, you know, on the once in a blue moon that it does fall in such a way, that the chips fall in such a way that she can get a kill. So, oh my god, that is not common. There's like no one in that team that's really like good at setting up kills. They're just all doing it together. They're all in it together. They're just like, okay, let's all do 3 damage to this enemy and they will eventually die.
Yeah. This is also not very good for combat rank. There are definitely better teams you could have chosen to make that not an issue.
I'd be scared of losing combat rank, honestly. Think about it.
I mean, I should have been, and at the end of the run, it was close. Like, if I had known how close it was going to be, I probably would have done things differently. This second run, I was a lot more conscientious about it, while still being, like, sometimes just throwing caution to the wind. And it worked out better this time, but in general, in Armor Knight, you probably want to do a better job managing that than I did. And part of it is because in that chapter with the dragons in the hallway, you are one-hit KOing or two-hit KOing everything.
Yes.
So that makes it easier to manage. And if you really need to, you can actually grind against the dragons in Adune's room.
That's true.
Which I did the first time.
Oh God.
And then it was I had to redo the run, so it was like, okay, we're gonna try to make it so I don't have to do that this time because that was unsatisfying to watch.
Good call. I think we just saw one of those manips you were talking about with the thief earlier. He ran up to you with a full inventory. He's just kind of stuck onto your wall of units with Roy, Saul, and I think it's Chad down there with his freaking 19 speed, 11 strength, and he just stole one of his 3 things that he had taken from chests, and he just ran up and right. I'm assuming because that's his only path to the bottom left that he can take. Since you were blocking
I think
him.
that's I'm manipulating their some of the thieves' trajectories using the choke points here.
Yeah, so I'm guessing if you move out of his way, he'll go back to the bottom left the fastest way, then he'll come back to you basically, and they make it easier to steal another thing off of him. Sure, would be nice because otherwise you have to chase him all the way around the cave. Oh, but that is not the triangle attack formation, but that it says it actually portrayed. Okay, I was wondering what the heck was happening there. It's like you're out of position, Wendy. What are you doing? Or Boris, whichever one it was. Oh God.
He's so bad!
That, I think, was like as close to an empty level up as he can get because he's like 100% HP growth.
yeah, it's true.
It's an empty level for Barth.
I didn't even think about that.
The game really said, this is all I can afford. This is the best I can do. Or this is the best you can do, I suppose. Oh, we're splitting our team further into Roy, Saul, and Chad. The Chad's Chad.
The only things on the right side are the fighters, which have hand axes, so neither Roy nor Chad is very well equipped against them, other than the fact that they have swords. But it's not like I could send Saul off on his own.
I mean...
And Saul wouldn't be able to open the chest or anything anyway.
Yeah, I guess it could be like, you put Saul in front, but then if he gets hit, it's really bad. Oh, there's Eclipse Guy. What up?
Yeah, Eclipse Guy isn't exactly fun to deal with either, because he does have a short range tome. I don't remember if it's Nosferatu or Flux.
Yeah, either way is annoying. I mean, if you're close enough to him where you can just bonk him on the head while using Eclipse, that's nice, but it's just so far away, and because of Fog of War, it doesn't always line up that way.
So now Roy's choking the point, so the thief is gonna run away again.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
Weird AI manips going on in this map.
And so was it Kath who was revealing the Eclipse through it? Because as she moves, the lost vision.
Yeah.
Did she use a torch?
No.
She just has this much vision. Okay, alright.
I think this map just has high vision for thieves. Like different maps have different range for Fog of War.
That's true, because Chad's vision is looking absolutely massive as well. I'm guessing I think thieves have like a +3 modifier on top of like the base vision being a bit higher than most fog maps, maybe.
Yeah, I think that's the case.
Because yeah, you're seeing pretty far in, which is curious because this is a cave. Like there shouldn't be any daylight or anything. You can't see shit normally.
You would think. And it's not Fog of War when Hector is here.
That's true. I think they just changed the rules for Hector, honestly, because he also had to deal with different poison vents. And there weren't as many chests either.
True.
Which I'm guessing is also going to make your inventory management a little bit annoying, because I saw earlier that I think Chad had to trade away a weapon to, or like an elixir or something to Roy, just to be able to steal.
Yeah. I made sure that there were enough inventory slots to be able to get everything, but handling them can be a little tricky, because like the Armor Knights, for instance, they really need to have certain weapons on them in order to be able to do what they need to do. And a lot of them have like four weapons, so it's difficult to manage that with Cass's limited inventory.
Yeah, especially since you have so few units, and a lot of them have to spend their turns attacking a lot of the time, so they can't always just go like adjacent to a thief to trade away a thing, or be in a spot where the thief can't go adjacent to steal a thing.
Right.
Oh, so many elixirs though, so nice. So juicy.
And I might not normally give a crap about the antitoxins, but again, I'm trying to get like all the stealables on this map just to flex. So
very unfortunate miss for Boris and his Silver Lance. That would have been a very cool debut of it. Oh, okay, Wendy. All right. I mean, that worked out in a pretty cool way.
And we've trapped the thief so that the Cav can just freely steal for the next few turns.
Yeah, and I'm assuming he's not gonna like try to steal things back because there's no speed requirement for stealing in this game, so he'd be able to steal from anyone he wants to.
I don't think thieves do that in FE6. I don't recall having seen it happen.
Stealing at all?
Stealing from you.
Hmm.
I don't know. It never came up in this run, and now that you mention it, I'm like, oh, that should have been something I'm concerned about. But clearly that's not happening, even though the characters surrounding that thief have items that can be stolen. And that actually, I think that might be, once they have 5 items, even if you steal from them, again, they still think they have 5 items, so it might be the case that they're just not trying.
Yeah, I'm wondering if it's like something specific to like the way these thieves AI are like set up right now with the running away if they have 5 items everything, or if it's just FE6 thieves just don't steal. I actually don't know about that. A mystery.
Javelin!
49 hit. Above average for Barth standards.
Not even a full level out of it, though.
Yeah.
Disappointing.
He's pretty... That's, I think, the most annoying type of unit to train is when they're, like, kind of high level, unpromoted, and they just suck anyway. They just don't get much XP, like, out of fighting. I think this is my main frustration with ranked runs in general.
Yeah.
And, kind of reached that point, but at least with FE6, there's not, like, super harsh XP cut or anything for hard mode, and the enemies are pretty high level compared to FE7, so if you kill something, you're generally still going to get, like, at least 20 XP out of it, I think.
Yeah, experience, like, I didn't have the problem of, like, crawling through, like, 5 experience kills in this run the way I did it in
God, that was cringe. If you might as well chip if you're gonna kill, then it really, really sucks.
Yeah, so that wasn't an issue here, at least. It felt properly scaled.
I get like anxious every time you play someone like right in front of a poison fence. It's so annoying. It's like, no, I don't want to get poisoned. That shit sucks. Chad racing through, and you should review like some of the enemies in the upper right here, I think, because he moved so close. He has so much vision.
Just about, yeah.
I think, isn't there one more druid in there somewhere? Or is that not the Eclipse?
Just one.
Just the Eclipse guy. Okay. So it's just like, I think 2 fighters and then the Berserker boss, I think?
I think it's a fighter and a merc.
Yeah.
And then Berserker boss.
Yeah, 2 guys. 2 bros.
2 dudes.
2 dudes.
2 bros.
Ready to
5
set
feet
up.
apart because they're not gay.
As long as the axes don't touch. Or I guess a sword is a better euphemism here.
Sword and the axe. Yeah, definitely.
Or if they're really into each other, a lance. If you get what I mean.
Ooh. God, we're gonna get canceled.
Nah, we're 18 minutes into a video. No one will notice. The people who would cancel stop watching after 30 seconds. It's fine. Anyway, oh, there's
I like that.
Yeah. Did you get the funny chest that has like a chest key or like a door key or something like that? There's like a really dumb couple chests in this chapter.
I don't remember which one that is, but I'm gonna get them all, so at some point.
Yeah. I know there's like 2 gems that are worth a lot, a couple elixirs. That's the main ones I remember.
Yeah.
God, I love stationary enemies. Did you get all 3 triangle attacks yet? I feel like there's still one missing.
There is still one missing.
Yeah, that's what I thought. We have Wendy.
I have some dumb shit planned.
No,
there's
not
the chest key. Up
not
in the far left
boss.
too.
Yeah, all the way in the corner of the top left, and then like this one in the little corridor.
Yeah.
Very cool placement. These like a lot of people are like, oh, side objectives make a map more fun, but these side objectives do not. This is just move your thief for a couple turns while nothing else happens. That's not fun for most players.
Yeah, it's not the greatest because there's no pressing issues that like would potentially prevent them from being able to do that.
Yeah.
You know, chapter 16 or something, there's like enemy like Douglas to worry about. There's that bolting mage, things like that actually make it a bit of a challenge to get all those chests.
Ah, first poison, I think. Got him. Kath all alone, dying of sickness. I guess the pressure here is like Kath might die of poison if she stays there.
Well, she's not gonna stay there.
Yeah.
We have another chest for her to get, so.
It's also tactics rank, I guess, in this case. Like for any run rated that has a self-imposed like turn count challenge.
Yeah.
There is a bit of pressure, but it feels very.
In this case, it's totally that's not a pressure point, but like if it were stricter, then yes, this would absolutely Like, for instance, the desert chapter in FE7 has really strict tactics requirement. So getting all the treasure in that, you can't even like do it in the correct amount of turns, but trying to minimize the damage is like a huge part of getting all the treasure in that one.
Yeah, but in general, I just think that things that happen on the map that cause pressure are more engaging than just, oh, I need to hit this turn count. That's less interesting for most people, and a lot of people will just ignore it. Yeah. In the same breath, sometimes it's nice if a map doesn't like have time pressure, and that can make it like, if it's like, if you have like a bunch of those maps in a row where there's like a massive anti-turtling incentive, that can get kind of overwhelming and dumb. It's nice to have a break every now and then for sure. It's just, there's a lot to fire on map design, I think, beyond just like, is it good or bad to have these kind of incentives.
Yeah, and that's like half the time, you know, sometimes people will be like, oh, this map is dumb because XYZ, what were the devs thinking? And I'm like, the devs were probably thinking about the exact problem that you're trying to claim about the map. Whether or not it was a good decision is a different question, but it's not that they didn't think about it.
Da! Rah!
Great
dialogue. Nice hit rates. Shoutouts to Barth. We memed on like the Armanet's durability, but they did just like tank that Myrmidon's killing edge crit like nothing else.
Yeah, that's true.
What a good unit. And he didn't get doubled because he killed on the counterattack. That's one way to have enough speed, is just have enough strength to one-shot Lamau. Alright, lockpick in a chest. There you have it.
As if, you know, lockpicks have 30 uses. You won't go through one in this entire game. Like, there's not 30 chests, I don't think. Or if there are, it's like 2 lockpicks. You don't need as many lockpicks as this game gives you. Yeah.
They're worth money. You can sell them for boots.
Yeah.
You can use them to fund your funds rank. You know, they have uses, trust. 30 uses, in fact.
Yeah, just not as what they're intended for.
Okay, Roy is done facing lethal against the boss that was like doubling and potentially critting him.
It was really just a stopgap while I waited for the true heroes to take over.
Oh, they're coming. Oh, they're coming in hard. Holy shit! What are you doing, Guero? Who are you attacking here? Axever? Oh my god, Barth!
33 hit!
Barth! Oh my god, that's not okay. It's not okay. Not beating the TAS allegations.
Yeah, no, but I didn't try to set that up. It was like, let's see how this goes. It was like, oh, it actually worked. Okay, I'll take it.
See how it goes. Awkward that we can't trade that thing around, but hey, it's okay. Oh, never mind. I'm wrong. We can trade it around. Let's go, Wendy. Let's go. All right.
Also, Saul only has 1 lightning left, which is part of the reason he's not involved in this this skirmish.
Yo! 21 damage. Okay. All right. We're good. We're Gucci. And now, right.
Time for the final one. 4 damage.
Yay! Let's go. Duh. What else can you say to that but duh? That is peak.
Such a ridiculous chapter.
That is peak. I was like, how are you gonna get the action for back to Barth now? Oh wait, you don't need to. You have a guaranteed hit.
Yep. Easy.
Hoggies. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, I enjoyed setting that up a lot. It was pretty difficult to get it figured out because it was like he still has to miss in order for that to work. He still has to miss the hit on Wendy.
Yay, Armads.
Which no one can use right now.
Yeah, it'll be a while before we have anyone who can use it. Like, we're barely even using Axes anymore. You got like Gonzalez still in training arc, and then Wade and Lauder sitting on the bench waiting for their turn, and then no one talks about Geese ever really. I think Geese is not even deployed since his joining chapter, so I don't know who's ready to receive that anytime soon, but we know it will be used eventually. Eventually, possibly. All right, that's the Western Isles arc done. We're off to Etruria coup d'etat moments.
Excellent. Time for some new units to show up next chapter.
Yay, more mouths to feed. We'll see you next time.
Bye.